What is your perspective of mindfulness when it comes to leadership and managing a team? Like, how are you integrating these practices that you're utilizing and keeping you rooted in your personal life into the workspace?
Hmm. Yeah, well, for the first time in my life, I've always, in the dance company, I've worked for artistic directors and I've worked for theaters and I've worked for people. And then I had many years where
Hmm.
I just worked for myself, with myself, one man, one girl team, just doing it all. And now owning the space and it has a few different elements to it, and we're expanding into a cafe, and I am running this thing, which is crazy. But I can't help but lead from that exact place of mindfulness, and because it's the only way I'm interested in doing it. Because with those attitudes of mindfulness, you replace the judgment with curiosity. You look at
Mm-hmm.
everything from that observer witness mind without going straight to the I know the answer. That's right. That's wrong. I'm judging. And I don't have all the answers. I don't know how to run this business. And I am happy to admit that. If I sat here
Mm-hmm.
and whipped up an entire business plan and told everyone this is how it's going to go, I am closing myself off to a lot of magic. But if I can say, this is what I imagine, this is the values of the company, this is what I'm excited about, and find other people who have the same values, who are also excited about creating something, then we get into some interesting stuff where we are co-creating this together. So I've, over the
Mm-hmm.
past few months, made some amazing friendships where are co-creating events and classes and this space. So I'm asking the community, the people who walk in the door, what do you want to see here? And bringing the community to run this place in a way. So I think it's just the collaborative approach is super fascinating to me. It's where I feel like a lot of the magic is going to happen. I think that is a very like feminine way of running a business. I don't have too much knowledge about like the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but I'm sensing that that's a more of a feminine approach. And it's been such a cool lesson to learn, but it's met with
Mm-hmm.
also the challenges, of course, of my preconditioned mind of how this is how a business should run. And I'm like, wait, no.
Yes, you're such a mirror for me right now because I'm going completely against what I should be doing. And I think
Yeah.
it's when you sink into that place of full, wholehearted trust and like sink into, I mean, you're speaking about really heart-centered leadership, which is connected to the divine feminine, which I feel like is really making waves within the workplace right now overall because we're conditioned to work from this masculine place of being and consistently doing. But what you're saying is, no, I have such trust and conviction in my vision and where I'm going that I'm almost being a magnet for my desires in my community, not from a place of bypassing, but from a place of no, I'm in like full co-creation with this
Hmm.
community and my team, and not from a place of hierarchy as well, which I've gotten like, oh, I don't want to say bad mouth in the past, but I've always created a space within my team that it's like this is we are all equals here. Like your opinion matters just as much as mine, and I think you're creating a very similar space, and that is so so beautiful. It's like it's synonymous to like the beehive. I know there's like the queen bee, but everyone's kind of working together and creating this
Hmm.
beautiful hive. And I
Hmm.
just love what you're building, and I can't wait to see. We'll have to talk about the cafe. We have so many like overlapping synergies, and just your journey of just that slow and sacred growth, and consistently approaching life through the lens of curiosity is really really beautiful. Consistently learning and growing, and again, not from a place of needing, but a place of like true calling. which is so, so
Hmm.
beautiful.
Thank you, Kara. Yeah, and just like one more thing, that word magnet has been such a
Mm,
theme where I've seen that when I am rested and when I am
mm,
tapping into like just enjoying life and just enjoying setting this up. Like once again, I get to meditate. I get to enter my yoga studio, light a candle, and invite people in to move and groove. Like I can enjoy this. Like when I have that perspective and when I've had a full night's sleep and I'm feeling my cup is full, then everybody else who walks in the door, whether they're here to teach a class, to take a class, to host a workshop, to have a meeting, whatever it is, this space is held for them.
mm,
And in a way that's all I need to do, I feel, is I'm here to hold this space and then let everyone create their magic. Because if I had all
mm.
the control and I was saying, this is what needs to be done, this is what needs to be done, then I'm one human being and I'm really limited as to what I can do. But if I can hold this space for everyone to enter and create and flow, that is such a better outcome. And so
How
that term
liberating does
magnet,
that?
which is so cool
Mm-hmm,
because I am attracting, not me, I mean not Lily, but this space is attracting the most incredible people. It's an absolute
mm-hmm,
magnet. That's just, and my
mm-hmm,
job is to receive. I need to get my hands off the wheel and receive. I need to stop. This
mm.
is a reminder I'm just telling myself right now, like, and all of you who are listening, like, where in life can we just stop doing so much and start receiving?
Right.
Like, especially, I mean, men and women, but I don't know. I'm thinking especially like women who are so like caregivers. How can we learn to receive? And that's what I'm trying to
Mm.
embody in this position, in this place right now.
100%. Oh my gosh, that resonates with me so much. It's those winks, it's those synchronicities that literally are the fuel to my engine. It's something that I've been calling in that is so out of left field. And I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to get to this. I'm drowning in to-dos. And then, oop, they just like fall into my inbox or fall into my orbit, or I run into this random person at an event that, of course, has like the thing that I've been needing. And that's when you know that you're at just like a full embodied frequency of your highest self. But it's really, again, the rituals and the routines that really have gotten me there. And I know that
Hmm.
you feel the same. It's the commitment to my daily practice every single day that is really not, again, from a place of flow versus rigidity and form, but it's really what helps me drop into a state of receive, and so I can overflow to
Hmm.
others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's those rituals that got me to creating this place. It's because I wrote it down
Mm,
in a journal. It's because I meditated and visualized. It's because I
mm,
took the tiny steps towards it. It's all the practice, it's like these tiny daily rituals, they add up, especially with
mm,
consistency and discipline. And then it's about finding the flow. You might be at that stage
mm.
if you're sort of entering this world as a beginner, this world of wellness and spirituality. Yeah, it might feel like the imitation phase right now, but you have to go through that. It might feel forced and rigid and controlled. That's okay. It'll soon integrate and become fluid and flowing and natural. And then you'll innovate and it'll become new again. And that's so part of it. So being kind when it feels rigid and knowing, okay, it won't always feel this way.
Yeah, it's a part of the journey. And again, finding compassion for where you are, which I think is such an important note right now, living in, the digital age of social media where we're conditioned to have instant gratification, instant healing, instant growth. But really, it's like we're human beings on this beautiful journey Like each and every step, each and every phase is like exactly where you're meant to be, and you're never going to be with this version of self ever again. I am in such a challenging phase right now, and I'm really holding this version of self because I know I will never be with her again. And I think that's
Hmm.
something that's really connected to true self-compassion, which is always it's taken time, but that's something that really helps me day to day. It's just like I'll
Hmm.
never be with her again. What wisdom does she hold?
Hmm. That's beautiful.